Physical game today, Gary, would you say?
Hi, yeah, it wasn't your typical pre-season, no. It was probably more like an everyday Saturday competitive game, so it does the boys no harm.
Made it difficult for us in patches, I mean, especially when they went 2 goals ahead at one point.
Yeah, of course it did. Difficult the whole game, you know. I think we tried to play, but the conditions were sort of, I think, blocked against that. It was a real strong wind. The pitch, great neck, but very slow or something, you know. I think we were getting the ball, boys, a lot of the time we were dropping and getting it, and the ball was sticking between our feet. Probably on another day, maybe should have went a wee bit more direct.
You knew coming down here today they were going to make it difficult for us, didn't you?
Yeah, they've been doing really well in pre-season by all accounts. So, you know, of course it was going to be a big test. So I was delighted with our character then, you know, came back to 3 each.
Yeah, I mean, second half performance was more, would you agree, was more better than the first?
Yeah, well, yeah, it would be. We pretty much played, I think, most of the game in their half, but yeah, we still concede 2 goals. We probably could have been another one, you know, which is disappointing because we've a really, what I would consider a really strong defence, you know. So we've had a chat. There's been no teacups flying about or anything. So, but you know what we'll have to realise, which you know, we probably haven't thought an awful lot about, is we're actually not in pre-season yet. We don't start until Monday, you know. So we've been taking over 1 night a week. So the boys are going into pre-season in pretty good nick.
I was going to ask you, didn't get a chance to speak to you last week, but obviously after last week's game against Lauren, how are the boys coming along with just 1 night a week at the minute? Are they coming along rightly?
Yeah, well, I think it proved last week, you know, against Lauren. If we had defended like we defended today against Lauren, would have been beaten 10 or 12, you know. So you've got to look at it that way. Is it down to attitude? But the Lauren game, you know, you've got to look at it. They're back, they're a full-time team, and they've been back about 6 or 8 weeks full time, 4 or 5 days a week. But we're 3-0 down half time, and you know, I don't think we'll look like conceding in the second half.
Obviously now moving closer to more time, are we going to see any new faces coming in, or any more changes in the next few?
Yeah, well, fingers crossed. We're still waiting on the left back, you know. So hopefully in the next sort of week, well, that'll be sorted.
We've got a few big tests coming up over the next couple of weeks. Some really big tests. I mean, starting next week at the East. Pre-season is going to be coming in right and fast now.
Yeah, yeah. It's as I say, it's going to be something like similar to today. You know, you're going to have teams who are really, really up for it. Probably a bit like us when we play Coleraine or Glentoran, whoever it may be. You know, so it'll be the same. So if your attitude's not right, you're always going to be in a hiding to nothing.